I've been here for a year and a half. I grew up in the church, but I've been following Jesus for 15 years now. My faith really helped me to overcome loneliness and being so far away. It was my first time ever being far away from family and actually doing stuff on my own. Some of the youth feel like they don't have a relationship with their parents, but they actually do. And it helps me to understand it so that I can be there for them and say, no, you do have a relationship with them.
15 years ago, I joined New Hope Hawaii Kai, so it started right here. I was recently divorced, and I thought, oh, I'm going to bring my kids to church because, well, my friend was the worship leader at the time. And he goes, Jeff, you gotta go to church, you know. So I said, oh, okay. I never really went to church, but I thought, all right. And I thought, oh, it's good for the kids, you know. I would sit in the front row, and I was just captivated by everything they were saying. I just remember, I just thought they were talking directly to me, and I was crying, and I was just so moved by it all. I think along the way, you know, we all probably take ownership of it, but maybe not fully in the beginning. It's so hard to go all in, but maybe it's still like a work in progress. There's still things that I have to work on. So I say I do own it, but it's, you know, I'm getting closer and closer.
Emma and I both have had great steady jobs for the 5 years we've been married. And when I became pregnant, it was taking a turn at work for the worse. And we prayed about it, and Emmett went to seek new opportunities. Disappointment set in because we would get emails after emails saying he didn't get it. 2 days before I gave birth, Emmett got the call that he got this amazing full-time job at a great working place. 2 days after, when we were still in the hospital after Elia was born, he got another call that he got the job to teach night classes at Pagram Christian University. So we asked God for one job, but he gave us two. The icing on the cake was that he was able to have 6 weeks off with Elia and I, which was such a blessing to have, especially with our firstborn.
Having church and having God the center of our family really helps in communication. We have more guidance on how we should be speaking to our kids and just how we should be showing love, you know, love on our kids, how we show our kids how Randy and I, husband and wife and parents, love on each other, because I think that's important for when they get older to be able to follow, you know, a good role model, because your parents that's what you're going to carry on. That's what you know as a kid. When you grow up to be an adult, you're going to do the same things your parents did, because that's what you know. And so I think if we show them, you know, the right way to love, then that really helps. And I think through going to church and being here at New Hope, where everyone's so loving, really helps.
We had just moved to Hawaii Kai from Palolo, and we lived across the street. We were renting in the peninsula, and so I said, oh, no excuse, I have to go, it's right there. And I had attended the Sand Island campus before, or actually they were at Farrington back then, but a long time ago I had attended over there, and so I thought, okay, well, let's try this campus. In 2016, when I first started coming to New Hope Hawaii Kai, that was around that time, it was like a turning point in my faith. Things I've done don't define who I am, that I am forgiven, and that I can move forward and not under a cloak of shame or guilt. And I can still impact other people's lives in a positive way, that I can still raise my kids right, no matter where I came from or what I've done in the past.
There was this moment where it was like, I tried and tried and tried so hard and just really never felt like I had done enough or was enough, or, you know, and then the Lord just finally said, I made you just like you are. I didn't make a mistake. And in order for you to love your neighbor, you have to love yourself. We have flaws. We aren't perfect. We have issues. But he made us just like that because nobody else is perfect either. And we're on this journey together, and with all our flaws, we can grab each other's hands and be better.